From LP Savani Riverside School, Krupali Home. Students, today we are going to learn about the second cell organelle. It is a nucleus. As you know it already, your human brain is control all the activities occur in the whole body. Exactly like that, cell also needs something which contains and which handles all the cell activities. So as we have brain to control whole body activities, the cell have nucleus to control all the cell activities. Remember the temporary mound of onion peel we prepared. As we seen in the earlier session that onion peel mound have the one dot-like structure in the each and every cell's middle portion. We had put an iodine solution on the peel. Why? What we would say if we tried to observe ink peel without putting the iodine solution. Try it and see what the difference is. Further, when we put iodine solution on the peel, did each cell get evenly colored? According to the chemical composition, different regions of cells get colored differently. Some regions appear darker than others region. Apart from iodine solution, we could also see saffron in solution or methylene blue solution to stain the cell. We have observed cells from an onion. Let's now observe cells from our own body. It means when we prepare the mound of onion peel cell, what we observe that we took the iodine solution. Yes, we took the iodine, but if we don't have iodine, then we can go for safranin solution also, and in the option of iodine and safranin, we can use the methylene blue also for stain the cell. And the reason of using dye is the only that we can see the different region in the different amount of the color stain. It means because of the different body composition of or the amount of the material, it will stains accordingly. Now if we are using to see the nucleus by the human beings, let's perform the 5.7 activity. Let's take a glass slide with a drop of water on the 8. Using a ice cream spoon, gently scrub the inside surface of the cheek. It means inner lining of the cheek you have to scrub with the help of the ice cream spoon, and does any material get stuck on the spoon, you have to put it on the slide having the water drop. With the help of a needle, we can transfer this material and spread it evenly on the glass slide. Kept ready for this. To color the material, we can put a drop of methylene blue solution on it. If we are not using methylene blue solution, then we have to just differentiate under microscope what organelle is of the which kind. But if we are using the dye to stain the material of the cell, then it will be easy to examine it under the microscope. Now the material is ready for observation under the microscope. Do not forget to put a cover slip on it. It means, in short, what you have to do is take a slide, put a water drop on it, and then add the scratch cell of the inner lining of cell, and then after cover slip and examine under the microscope. What do we observe? What is the shape of the cells we see? Draw it on the observation sheet. Was there a darkly colored spherical or oval dot-like structure near the center of each cell? It means yes, you will examine it under the microscope. There will be a dot-like structure in each and every compartment, or you can say each and every cells, and that's what we are going to learn is nucleus. This structure is called nucleus. Were there similar structure in onion pin cells? Yes, each and every cell will have the nucleus. Either it's of animal or it's of plants. The nucleus has a double-layered covering called a nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane has pores which allow the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside. That is the cytoplasm. It means you've seen it in the earlier standard 9th standard. You learn that there is a process of diffusion and osmosis inside the cell by which air and water molecules will get transported inside and outside the cell. Exactly like cell membrane, nucleus also needs some material having fulfill its needs. That's why there is some pore like structure for transfer of that material. And from where the nucleus will get materials? From its surrounding. It means from the cells having the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains chromosome. Now cell have nucleus, but inside nucleus what is that? That is the chromosome, which are visible as rod shaped structures only when the cells is about to divide. It means we learn that this cell division, when cell is starting to divide, it will look like the rod shaped structure. What? Chromosome. It means cells have nucleus and nucleus have chromosome, and chromosome will appear rod like structure when there is a cell division. Now chromosome contain information for inheritance of characters from parent to next generation in the form of DNA molecules. And the full form of the DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. I told you to write the whole short note of the DNA. It may possible you took the help of Google, but by this short note you may have the lots of information regarding DNA. Now it's very visible that all the children are most ofly looking as like that their parents. Now how it is possible to look like their parents or grandparents? Just because of the DNA. This DNA have all the information how the child will design in the mother's fetus. So chromosome have the all the information for inheritance of the characters, as like your CPU of the computer have all the information, your hard disk have all the information regarding the PC. Exactly like that our chromosome have all the information of our body structure, and for it's necessary for the inheritance. Inheritance means to copy the parents' characteristic inside their offspring. Chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. How the chromosome will be formed? It's composed of DNA and protein. If you are rolling one long thread around one stone, and the structure will form the stone and the thread. Exactly like that, there is one protein, and around the protein DNA will be rolled. DNA molecules contain the information necessary for constructing and organizing cell. With the help of information of DNA, the new cell will be formed. Functional segment of DNA are called gene. It means DNA is made up of the gene. You can say that cell have the nucleus, nucleus have the chromosome, chromosome have the DNA, and DNA have the genes. In a cell which is not dividing, this DNA is present as part of chromatin material. It means where the cell will not divided, it will be having the chromatin material. Chromatin material is visible as entangled mass of thread-like structure. Wherever the cell is about to divide, the chromatin material gets organized into the chromosome. This chromatin will be get organized. It will be get in the well-defined structure at the time of the cell division. The nucleus plays a central role in cellular reproduction. It means when the cell will starts to divide, the major role of the nucleus is at that stage. The process by which a single cell divides and forms two new cells, it is the process of cell division. It also plays a crucial part along with the environment in determining the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit at a maturity. It means suppose something is forming by the cell division, then at a maturation level, that particular kind of the organism, how they will get shape and how they will get mature, it is decided by the nucleus only, or you can say DNA only. By directing chemical activities of the cell in the cell division method, you will learn it in the very detail. In some organisms like bacteria, the nuclear region of the cell may be properly defined due to the absence of a nuclear membrane. It means bacteria have the nucleus, but there is not a nuclear membrane which are separated the nucleus from the cell materials. Such an undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acid is called a nucleoid, and that kind of organisms have the nucleoids, and nucleoids have the only nucleic acids. It means they don't have the nuclear membrane. Because of the nuclear membrane, we can separate the nucleus from all the cells. But if there is not any nuclear membrane which separates it from the cell organelles, then it will call the nucleoids. Such organisms whose cell lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. In the earlier standard, in the 9th, we were seeing the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In the prokaryotes property, we are used to say that they don't have well-defined nuclear membrane, and it is the prokaryotes. Here the same thing is repeating in the 10th standard only. Organisms with cell having a nuclear membrane are called eukaryotes. You know these both the properties already by the 9th standard 9th. Prokaryote cells also lack most of the other cytoplasmic organelles. They don't have the well-defined organelles also. We already learned this in the 9th standard, present in the eukaryotic cell, yes. Many of the functions of such organelles are also performed by poorly organized part of the cell cytoplasm, but not with the plastid as in eukaryotic cell. It means because prokaryotic cell don't have this kind of well-defined organelles and separated nuclear membrane. That's why what will happen, these all the function will be handled by the help of the cytoplasm only, and in the eukaryotic cell it is well-defined organelles which is perform the different function as per their role. The cytoplasm, our next organelle, we will see in the next session.